I don't think I'll ever get tired of that intro, mate. Sickest intro.
The new one.
So good, bro.
Man.
So good.
Something about animation.
About animation.
You love the anime, yeah.
Man, my mate Rusty, my good mate Rusty, he's well known around these parts of town for falling asleep in camp chairs, but he's a bit creative, you know. He does his little thing here and there. I've actually just got the camera model up from him after a few years with the model down, so I'm one up you, Rusty. But he hit me up and he goes, man, send me some clips and I'll put some like an intro together for the podcast. I'm thinking, yeah, like beauty. So I sent him a few clips. I sent him some clips of you, myself, Cos, Dom, just a couple of the boys. I wasn't expecting a lot. And Rusty comes back with this like full animated, like if you're watching the podcast, you've just seen it. You go back and watch it.
Go back, rewind.
Couple times.
And the cool thing about it is he did the song as well. He did the song over it. Like everything, the clips were by me, but all the animation. And I went, it's 20 seconds.
He made the song?
He made the song, man. And the 20-second animation, when he sent it to me, I went frame by frame. The animation changes every frame. So thanks, Rusty. Even though you fall asleep at every party you go to and you're like 26 now, got a lot of love for you, bro. But
Nice one.
I must say, though, I'm Jack Meyn, and this is the Get That Skate podcast. We've got Haz, who's been here many times before. We've got Mr. Uncle Neil Duddy, who's been here a coupler. We've got a fresh face in the room tonight. If you know him, just put your hand up. If you don't know him, then I don't know what's wrong. But we've got Mr. Zach Mills Goodwin in the house. Zach, what's cracking?
Not much. Very stoked to be losing my Get That Skate podcast V's tonight.
Mate. Hey. It's all happening.
Pop that cherry baby.
Yeah.
And your doilo V's as well.
Yeah,
How good.
he had a doilo bee.
So for people who don't know what the doilo is, it kind of became, it's really weird. So the doilos, what's the doilo, Duddy?
It's my place of zen.
Yeah, the place of zen. It's a sanctuary. It's a pub about half an hour north from where I'm at.
Yep.
5-minute walk from Duddy's place. But somewhere over the years, it turned into like a bit of a like an insult in my skate crew, like with the boys I skate with.
I used to cop it.
Yeah, Duddy's copped it off us. But say, you know, Miles Jones, bit of a, you know, howdy doody fella. If he would be doing something wrong, we'd be like, man, have you been at the doilo or something? And then, but yeah, Duddy actually goes to the doilo. There's a big frame photo of him as you walk in.
I got my own table.
Doilo's best drinker. But yeah, we actually went. So what we were doing today, boys?
We went for a skate at Catho.
Went skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you know me or if you know Duddy, it doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't happen much.
But if you know me or you know Zach,
yeah,
it happens an awful lot, mate.
It happens far too frequently.
you got two Mr. 10,000 hours over here. They're good at what they do. I'll give them that. Yep. But we decided after all the rain that we've been having on the coast and, you know, the east coast of Australia.
In the city, man, yeah, the whole coast.
Yep.
La Nina, brother.
Yep. We got a sunny day. We went for a roll, and tell us about the hill.
Yeah, so Catho is this sick little spot on the sunny coast. It's been used for some outlaws previously, which have been very, very sick.
Duddy's put on.
Yep. And they've just added this new section of estate there, and it is sick. There's some sick little inclines and joining up little intersections, sick corners. Perfect for skateboarding down and being able to spot through. No cars. It's dope.
Yeah,
and
you can see everything from the top.
Yeah. No houses, just like big wide open spaces, and all these new estates that are popping up there and that have popped up over the years. There's not just one way to go. You can always, you know, turn left then right, or turn right and right and right. And there's like, so I wonder how many like little runs we did today. There's like 3 or 4 or
like this many.
Yeah. Lots. Yeah.
There's a lot of different combinations and they're all very sick.
And we were having a chat with how quiet things have been going and about putting on an event maybe in a couple of weeks.
So I think we had a discussion and I think we have a date.
Absolutely. Let's do
The
it.
Sunday before
Sundays.
I think it was the
Invasion Day?
24th.
24th,
Yeah.
We need to look at a calendar.
Sunday, January, roughly the 24th. We could be
24th.
wrong. Yeah.
we will put on a race at Catho.
Yeah. So if you're listening, also we're only doing one camera tonight because it's been a while since we've done a podcast. Last one was with Mr. Patrick Lombardi. If you watched that, I appreciate it. Hit 1,000 views. Has.
No way.
Yeah, hit 1,000. It's the first one.
1,000 views?
Yeah, 1,000 views, mate.
Cheering.
Mr. I feel like a nice guy. He's so funny.
I help you root my sister.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good.
Dude, that was a really good podcast.
I had a very good time. Man.
First international fella to jump on. But over Christmas, man, it's been real quiet with the podcast. So all the people that love to listen, sorry about that. But I'll get this one out as quick as I can.
Yeah, quick shout out to Patrick. If you're watching this, we love you. We miss you. We hope you got home all safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope he'd be jumping off waterfalls and everything.
Nah, it's all frozen, man.
Did he?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Did he get some bark off him when he was here?
Oh, yeah.
He
I heard he-
definitely
Oh.
ate shit.
Yeah.
Mate.
Next Get
Then-
That video, there'll be some, you'll see Mr. Patrick Lombardi falling off his skateboard.
Yeah.
But we are so proud. Keep sending it, Patrick.
Yeah, man.
We
Good
love
to
to
see him
see
back
it.
on a board. I said that like 5 times in the podcast. But yeah, so let's start from this end from that end of the table. What have you been doing?
Oh, man. It's all been happening. Eh?
Yep.
It's all been happening. Recently, the suburb that I lived in has copped the bat with the old coronavirus.
Yep.
Conveniently timed with Zach coming to see me as he was driving down the coast of Australia, trying to get back home for Chrissy to see his family, which he hasn't.
Man, you get yourself into these situations, eh?
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh, no, he loves it, bro.
What happened, Zach?
Yeah, it's better
So-
if Zach tells the story. Yeah.
Let's start from the top, Zach. You just say where you were and what's been happening.
Okay, so to start from the top, halfway through this year, there was an event that got put on
Oh, not that far.
in New South Wales.
Oh, who put that in?
Some guy, eh?
Yeah, those Get That boys, eh?
It was Jack Meyn
Yeah.
putting on a big giant slalom race at the industrial estate
Yep.
in Sydney. And yeah, also shout outs to Luke Braden, who through the Cascades Outlaw got
Yep.
blown, got moved to Pumpy, but we had 2 events in one weekend, which is major for Australia. We haven't had events like that
Yeah,
in
it
such a long
doesn't.
time. It's probably the biggest events weekend we had in Australia, apart from Yarra Rangers, which was pre-organised for a long time. So yeah, shout outs to the boys. But yeah, I came up to New South Wales to go to that. And then shortly after that, good old Victoria went back into lockdown, and I was just put to the question myself if I should stay in Victoria, go back to lockdown, or send it up to Queensland to go see Jack Mulholland and
Shout
meet
out to
his
Jack.
brand new family. That's just it's been sick.
Yeah, he's a young fella now.
Yeah, so I actually bought Jack Meyn over here. I brought his old Camry.
Yeah, the V8.
Yeah.
V8
Absolute
Camry.
whip.
Yeah, Toyota Camry, mate. It's got 200,000 Ks on it. You got 800,000 more to go on it, mate.
Yeah.
Get to a
Absolute
million.
Yeah.
Ripper car.
Yeah.
Drove the 800 Ks up north. I think it's 900 Ks actually,
Something
like
like
up
that.
to Queensland.
Yeah.
And spent the last like 4.5 months living up there.
Four and a
had-
half months. And the reason you're up there for so long is because you couldn't go home.
Yeah, Victoria's been fully under siege from the coronavirus.
I mean,
The-
also enjoying all the sick hills that Queensland has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a
Offer.
very good time. I'm definitely feeling for all my family and friends that have like had a very rough 2020. you
Yeah,
know, like,
they have down there, man.
it's pretty hard, like being away from all of that
Yeah.
and like still having, to like, just deal with the fact that like I've been having such a good time.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad as
Flex.
to say that.
It sucks for the family back home, but I've been having a sick time. Yeah.
No, I've been
Amazing.
out skating and surfing and just like having a really good one.
Yep.
But like it's still hard to like, talk to like all my like family and friends that like are having a very rough time like
Yeah.
dealing with the whole
Been
situation.
calling your old girl, been calling your mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been in contact with my family the whole time.
That's the way, eh? You've got to
it's,
do it.
Yeah. It's been.
Hi,
it's been
Nick.
good. Yeah. shout
I'm
out
running
to
out
my
of
mum,
money.
Nicole.
Yeah, I need my money.
Yeah.
I haven't been eating well.
Yeah. 2-minute noodles
Oh
are
my
shit.
But anyway,
Yeah.
went up to Queensland, was there for a while, sold the Camry,
Yeah.
bought a van, and then went up to far northern Queensland. I went to Mackay to see one of my friends Jack, and then I also went all the way up to Townsville.
Did you skate BTB?
I did go and skate
Oh.
the infamous road BTV. It was
So flexing on us,
Yeah.
It's going to be like this for the
Yeah.
whole podcast.
Yeah, he's had
No,
such
I-
a shit time.
I got in contact with Tyson,
Yep.
and then he basically organised a midweek dawn session, which isn't like so common up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to meet the community in Townsville. It
Yep.
was so sick.
Did you stop in the creative?
Oh, of course.
What's because they got the new shop. I might
new
show some
shop.
photos of it, but creative, just quickly, creative's been like a leading, a powerhouse for downhill skateboarding in Australia for is it 20 years now?
It's probably more than that.
Probably
honestly.
more, but they've just recently moved from they've moved next door, but they've done the shop up. They got a whole lot going on up there. Yeah,
Yeah, they got a lot going on up there. And
Yep.
Ado is killing it.
He is, man.
Such a pinnacle person in the community, not just within skateboarding, but within the graphing scene.
Yep.
Tyson went and showed me this
Yeah.
big mural that was painted of him, which
Yeah.
is under this random bridge just outside of Townsville. So crazy.
Shout out to
Painted of
Ado.
Yeah, shout out to Ado.
Painted
He's a
of
legend.
Aldo?
Pardon?
Ado?
Yeah, big giant Ado mural because of the
Really?
way he supported all the graph artists that have come out of
Iron
Townsville.
Lark.
Yeah.
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 He
Dude.
has done some really big things for a lot of different communities, and it's
Shout
really
out,
cool.
shout
It
out
does-
to him.
Does not go unnoticed. It's
Yeah.
sick.
So from there,
Yeah, from there, was hanging out with Tyson. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
It was so sick to stay out there, and then booted it back down to Brisbane. Had one final weekend to catch up with all the crew there, which was really really cool.
Yeah. great
can't
crew.
Such a
say
sick crew.
more than enough about all those people. They are such.
We'll
legends.
touch on that later when you finish this up. But
Yeah,
we need to have a chat about those shredders up there.
Yeah, I got to spend a little bit of time with everyone just before I started driving south.
Yeah.
Started driving south. Hadn't really been paying attention to the news for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Everyone was working on a Friday except Harry because he
You were off work.
also been chilling.
Yeah.
And he
went
was
surfing.
he told me it was pumping out
Yeah.
at Curly, which is a beach near him.
Yeah.
It was sick. We went surfing. It was dope. Got back home. His housemates were just talking about how there's a potential coronavirus situation. We went to the shops. We came back. We looked at the news, and I realized that if I had to leave, I would need to quarantine for 2 weeks, which meant that I would have missed out on Christmas. and New
You could
Year's.
have stopped at ours and you would have been fine.
If I had stopped in the Central Coast, I would have been all good, but I didn't.
So you just start for people who aren't quite on track. You just pulled in on your Big 10. Well, what's the drive from Queensland to Victoria?
The Queensland to Victoria drive.
Yeah.
It's about 18 hours.
18
with no stops.
hours. You stopped about, I'd say, halfway. roughly.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a surf with your old mate Haz here, and then you get locked down again after not being able to be home for 4 months.
Yeah.
Man.
But it sucks because I was really looking forward to seeing all my
didn't
family
only
and
happen
friends.
to you.
but
Yeah.
I had such a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Harry and his housemates have really
Friendmas.
took me in and just really, really, really looked after me. I had a really, really good time
That's
hanging
just
out.
downhill skaters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good blokes.
Yeah.
Good people.
No, shout out to Davo, Sol, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam
even
Vitnell, yeah.
Gons, lad. He's everyone's been sick. It's been really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just hanging out in the Sydney, you're hanging out for a bit.
Manly Vale, man.
Manly Vale, mate. You're hanging out just to so you can get back in without having to quarantine. Because
Yeah,
2
so,
weeks,
yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
There was a
mate.
period of time where I was hanging out just so I didn't have to quarantine going home.
Yeah.
But recently there's been a complete border shutdown, so I can't actually get back to Victoria at the moment. So yeah, I'm just hanging out till that changes.
He's moving in, bro. It's
Um,
happening.
Yeah, he started paying rent.
Yeah.
Hold up, but-
He's been buying the bread and milk, eh?
Yeah.
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 So
Nice one.
yeah, I'm going to be here until I can get home.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully before February, because I'm really looking forward to seeing my girlfriend.
Way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's about me. Recently.
That's it.
Been hanging out with Harry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Someone's got to do it, man.
Yeah. Right, Duddy, what's been happening?
Not much.
You
Not
had
much
your,
at
you had
all.
your 42nd the other week,
I did.
and
Right.
I showed up by myself. I had Hasbal on me, had
Hey, I didn't bail on you. I should have.
Jaden bailed on
everyone
me.
bailed.
Dom bailed on me. Ian Coggan bailed on me. So I drove up by myself, but it was a good night, eh?
Yeah. So
Do you remember anything or?
Nah. Kind of a blur. I was up till like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, just cleaning up.
I think I needed help to bed.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool night.
What I thought was
turned
cool.
42. I'm
Yep.
kind of stoked.
That's it, eh? But what I thought was cool is Duddy always, if you know Duddy, he likes to go hard when it comes to a party. And with COVID restrictions and everything this year, you know, he could only have a certain amount of people there. But his 40th 2 years ago, you had what? A live band.
Yeah.
You had a DJ indoors.
Yeah.
What else you have? Cocktail bar.
Cocktail bar. Yeah.
Whole lot of people. It was a wicked night. But your birthday this year, you just stuck to the. You had a band playing.
I had a band. I had my mate Dwayne Marnell playing, and there was. We actually beat the restrictions.
Yeah.
Like there was before lockdown came down. You were allowed 50 people.
Yeah.
And I managed to get that.
Get that.
I got that.
Yeah.
Get that. Got that mirror, and so we had a pretty good time. We had a lot of people. I put on a cocktail fest. We had Duddy specials.
Yeah. So he had.
What's in a Duddy special?
He had menus all around his house, all out the back of what drinks you could get from the cocktail bar. You didn't have to pay. I think Duddy's, he slipped the fella some money earlier in the night. But you could get the Duddy special. Now, what's on the Duddy special?
Well, I dimmed it down.
The OG Duddy special, not the civilian version that you served at the party. I want to know what the original Duddy special is. The go-to.
Yeah. What's the original Duddy special?
It's 2 shots of gin.
Yep.
2 shots of vodka, 2 shots of tequila, lemonade, pineapple juice, red grenadine. And if you go to the Philippines in the chili bar, you can buy it. It's on the cocktail list.
Yeah, the Duddy special.
The Duddy special.
Yeah.
But we served. I dumbed it down. I made it. Bar. The chili bar, that's a whole different podcast.
Yeah.
No, it's like not for the internet.
Yeah, it's not for. I've been naked in a lot of places. But I dumbed it down for the party. I just made it 1 shot of each instead of 2.
Yeah,
because you're not allowed to do that in Australia. Philippines, you can do what the hell you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
But so I had a party, turned 42.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. New Year's went up to Millsy's.
Yep. Shout out to Millsy.
Shout out to Millsy.
And you caught up with someone special up there, didn't you?
Someone special?
Who cooked the food when you were up there?
Rob McWhinney, Rob Dog.
Big Rob Dog,
So,
Aussie legend, man. There's
Aussie
no other
legend.
words.
So I hooked up him to come. He's now a vegan chef, and he come and made an amazing spread for Shell Mills for her birthday.
Yeah, right.
We had a lot of fun. I don't know if you can see it, but he shot me in the eye with a
pellet gun.
It was really fun. We had a battle.
Yeah.
And you lost.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah. You should see the other bloke.
Yeah, I'm the other bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. But so we went up there and come home. Drove home in the rain. Like my missus decided to leave at like 4 o'clock in the hour. It's like an 8-hour drive.
Mm.
And they go, oh, Kai comes up to me and goes, my son, he goes, Mum wants to leave. And I'm like, righto. I suppose we're leaving. So I packed our shit up and off we went. And then we were driving home. You couldn't even see anything. It was raining that hard.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that was really cool.
Yeah.
It was quite an adventure.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, but we got home. I'm here.
Yeah, he made it.
And so that's what I've been doing. And one of the best things I've done this holiday period was just go and skate what we did today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I might even put up like a little, just chop some clips up and just show what
really
what
cool.
happened. Yeah. But yeah, that's what you boys have been doing.
Yeah.
What about you, my friend?
If you know me, I'm a school teacher. The future's in my hands. So I had a year 6 class and last year, so it was just like, wrapping all things up for them and saying goodbye and, sending them off to high school.
Yeah, the Meyn.
Yeah, the Meyn. One day, I was telling the boys earlier, one day at school, at work, I say school, but one day at work, there's these boys in year 5 and I just walked past, I said, yeah, the boys, just a bit of stoke, and I regret it because every day in the distance I just hear, yeah, the Meyn. Yeah, boys, what's going on? So I wrapped up the end of, school reports, sending the kids off to high school, and, it was pretty busy. Wasn't doing a lot of skateboarding. Well, boys, I was telling you earlier, I got to give a shout out to my awesome girlfriend, Molly. I bought her some roller skates, and in the back of my head, I was thinking, please just like it a little bit. Like, she did suggest to get him for her birthday. So I hope she likes them. I hope she's just all right at it. Man, she's killing it.
Yeah.
She'll be bombing hills. But she's got to get like the jumps on lock, everything, man. But yeah, Chrissy spent it with the fam, which was good. My birthday's Boxing Day. Yeah. I turned 21
Happy
for the
birthday.
6th time. Yeah. So and yeah, man, I got spoiled, hey. My misso, Molly, GoPro 9. Mum's hooked me up with, some vouchers for the camera shop. So we got a new camera filming the podcast. And if you've, only a few people have been here, but usually we have to film in 24-minute sections because the battery dies, the camera overheats. I've got a new camera with unlimited recording time, so we're trying to stretch it out tonight to see how it goes. But yeah, man, it's been raining on the Central Coast where I'm at. I haven't been skating, so today with the
it's been raining
with the sun out. It's been good to go
Central
for a
Coast
roll.
has been flooded.
Yep. Oh, I got.
Holy shit!
Wow, you're just gonna flex on us like that.
Yeah, right.
If these boys can flex, I got to flex. Check it out. Your boy got the reach. Shout out to Stefan. It's a work of art, eh? Zach, you had one.
I deeply regret getting rid of it.
Yeah, you got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was munted though, eh?
It was a little bit munted. I bricked it very, very hard.
Is that because of the floods?
What?
Oh, Duddy's tripping, buddy. Yeah, no, very, very, very cool that you got one. And Jack has been talking for years about getting one of these helmets. Yeah. And
they're works of art, man. They're just works of art.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah, put them on the table. Yeah, release some Get That before Christmas.
Get That dropped.
Yeah, so we got the tradie shirts, the polo high-vis shirts. So reason I did them is, first of all, cause always shredding in a high-vis tradie shirt. And I thought, look, high visibility, that's what you want for the open road. So I went and did it. I did some charcoal wheel logo shirts, some light blue. I just chucked a few up just to show the people watching. Light blue. And we also did I did a collaboration with a insulated water bottle brand named Revermax. So you have a look there. Get that engraved down the side. There's black, light blue, and like a blood red. And they're great bottles that stay in cold. You boys should have probably poured your drinks into one earlier.
We should have.
But it stays cold for 48 hours, man. So with Get That, I like to make products that everyone needs. I could go and print Get That on anything, and it's just like when you're going on a skate trip, you need a water bottle to keep the fluids cold.
Oh.
Hey.
There's always one in a group.
Good catch.
I don't know what to do with it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, just we had a technical difficulty.
A few technical difficulties here.
All right, I just pissed myself.
But yeah, everyone who's been watching the podcast, man, you've been getting a few kind words yourself about the podcast.
I can't express the gratitude for the homies out there who are watching the podcast, sending messages, making comments, sharing amongst their friends.
Sharing it, liking
surreal.
it.
Yeah, so sick.
The comments, man, just the comments saying I'm from so-and-so and I love what you boys are doing.
Yeah,
makes it worth it.
I listened to this during work. Thank you for making my day better.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude.
Makes my day better, so thank you guys.
So all those people out there, the product, if you get it, sweet as. But those comments about what we're doing for the community is that's what makes keeps the wheels rolling, so to say.
Has anyone got their hands on some Get That?
Literally,
Get That gloves, yeah. They've had their hands in them.
And touching other things.
They're quite nice.
Dude, it's so... I've been selling a few pairs of gloves, and it's so cool to just see people, from all around the world, like, rocking it, eh? It's insane.
Yeah, nice one.
But we thought, today's episode, we didn't really plan it, eh? It just kind of happened.
No.
We thought
Do we ever plan these things?
Not really.
Like we rock up, and then 30 minutes before, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
Who bloody knows?
It's better if you don't plan.
Yeah, I feel like having the just normal conversation kind of the interviews are really good, but we even kept that one with Pat like as a conversation. Like it didn't really feel like an interview. We got a lot of stuff, we dove into a lot of stuff, but it really felt like just a good conversation.
Just a bit of a chat, eh?
We just had a chat earlier and said, what are we going to talk about? People want to, sit around the table with us, behind a screen, and we're talking about some recent videos that have came out, and just I'll probably put a screenshot or maybe a little clip or something up so people can go check it out. But what's some videos that have, they've caught your eye lately? With all this staying inside with the rain, we've been on our laptops and our phones. What have you been watching?
Well, me and Zach have been inundated every day, almost every day, or at least, if not every day, frequently with Matt Leo videos.
Dude.
So we got a shout out to Matt Leo for
Zach speaking the mic.
Pumping
Meat
in
Media.
Meat Media.
Media. Man, Matt Leo, tell us about Matt Leo. Tell the people about Matt Leo. Where's he from?
Matt Leo is a Sunny Coast local, which is in Queensland, Australia. He's been skating for a while. He's been on the filming game for a little while, but he's really been ramping it up recently. He's been putting in some hard yards, just pumping out edits of so many different boys.
Yeah.
One of my favorites that came out recently is the David Schumann edit.
Yeah.
David is a young Grom from the Sunny Coast.
I've not met him.
He is a dead set shredder.
Yeah.
He's got the sickest accent. He's from South Africa, but he's been living in Australia. He's the sickest little dude.
Yeah.
And
how old's he?
He's 17. He
young,
just turned
young
17.
fella.
We had his 17th birthday slide jam
Jeez.
whilst I was up in Queensland. It was sick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt Leo has been pumping them out. I know we just touched on that, but it seems like every
day.
Bro, every few days there's something premiering
fresh
on YouTube.
Yeah,
check his YouTube out. He's not really a straight to social media fellow, and I like that. I like, YouTube's going to be there till the end of time. So I like seeing, and with the Get That podcast, I've been on YouTube a lot trying to find cool channels and people from all around the world just to check out their stuff to talk about. And Matt Leo's popping up on my YouTube every second or third day, eh? So I'll put his channel up or something, but go check out Matt Leo. He's been so many people around the world know about Scott, Scoot, Mano, and it's all,
Because of him.
Matt Leo.
Straight up.
Really good edits. Yeah. There's something about the crew up there. They're always so helpful to the people around them. Such good community up there. Yeah. You don't see that everywhere. You don't see someone taking that much time out to, shine the light on the homies, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Film is a very, very important part of the skating community, because if you don't record what you're doing, then it just gets lost in the ether.
Yeah.
It's never going to be out there.
And that's why I say to talking about Queensland still, I say to the boys up there, man, hope you're flowing, Max or even Matt, I hope you're flowing him a meal or some, a set of wheels or something
You're
here
not
and there.
petty money. What are you doing?
Yeah.
They're driving your runs and filming. It's insane.
All these eyes that are on those boys up there, it's 9 times out of 10 because of someone like Max Heaton or Matt Leo or, Linus putting the camera on people. Yeah. So shout out to people that use cameras,
George as well.
Yeah, I just want to put a big shout out to Jordan Hunt.
Yeah.
He's a Goldie local.
Yeah.
I was in the Goldie community when I was up there living there.
Yeah.
He filmed me a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I was out skating with him and the boys a bunch of times, setting me down the most absurd runs a bunch of times, and it was the best time ever. I can't say thanks enough to those boys for really helping my time up in the Goldie. It was sick.
How good are supportive people, eh? I love it.
Can't beat it.
No.
Yeah. especially Scotty. It was sick. It's so sick to skate with Scotty all the time, man. Like
he's always repping Get That, man. I love it. Love it.
So many different ways. It's quite inspiring to like.
What about was it George that filmed that video of you on those wheels? What are the wheels? The yellow ones.
I did a cane car wheel review with George. Will Royce gave me these wheels. So, at Vulcan. Yeah.
So you've had them the entire
whole
time.
Yeah, so I had them for over a year, and I told him, if you give me these wheels, I will film them. And yeah, I just didn't have anyone to film me.
Finally did it.
So that's what happened.
There you go, Will.
Yeah.
He's done it.
A synopsis?
They're very sick.
Yeah.
Buy them if you want to.
Yeah.
And shout outs to Will for giving me the wheels. It was sick.
Apparently he's sending a set down to Get That, apparently. Yeah,
dude. Cheers, Will. Thanks.
Cheers for sending us wheels, Will.
Will, Juan Pablo, muchas gracias.
Can't wait to get them. Yeah. But I was checking out the other night Prism's new video.
Yeah.
Prism Return. What's the name of wherever they go? Is this Sierras
I think it's the Sierras.
Right. A work of art, that video. Like all the drone shots, there's some real good clips in there. That was a good one. I haven't been putting out any clips, I've been working, but I'm on school. That's right. As I said earlier, I'm a school teacher and I'm on holidays now. I've only got 6 weeks holidays. Not a lot, but
6 weeks.
You boys don't even work like what?
What do you mean?
Duddy, this is the last beer. Do you mind if I have it?
You can have it.
Thanks,
You
man.
get a share, boys.
We can kiss later. So
Sure. Only if you use tongue, but
Yes. That's how I can get.
Duddy, what videos have you been watching?
And I've been watching park stuff.
Yep.
Yo.
And I really enjoy watching park skating.
Yeah.
Like Tony Trujillo.
Yep.
There's a dude on Insta. He's roller
surfer.
Yeah, man. Dude. This dude is amazing.
I don't know.
If you
I'll
have
check him
not
out.
watched Roller Surfer,
Yep.
this dude is like, he's next
taking
level.
some really like
he's taking
individual lines.
skateboarding to the next level.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Check him
yeah,
out.
it's really cool.
Something else in the skateboard world that kind of bridges into longboard world. I think it's definitely worth mentioning the new. We watched it the other day.
Tip of the tongue.
Homie with a helmet?
Yeah. Homie with a helmet.
Anderson?
Yeah.
Andy Anderson.
Dude.
Video was wild.
God, Andy Anderson.
Yeah.
He is.
So I watched a video of Pal, the JVC fellow who does all the art, with like going through how they come up with the graphic for his board. It's really cool, and it made me think like I wish they did one of those videos about the graphics for Kevin and Byron, because Kevin's got the skull and the sword, like the samurai and everything, and Byron has a frog, and it'd be so cool to like know how that came about. So Kevin or whoever from Pal, like maybe get that crack and people want to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Or send the info in and we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what this podcast is for, to talk about what's going on.
Totally.
Yep.
I just got to mention Steve Cab.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Steve Cab. This dude is like the god of skateboarding.
Yeah.
And he is like one of the best artists, and he's banned the Faction.
Yeah, you wearing their shirt the other night, eh?
I finally got to get one, but he's got skateboards. I want to get the skateboards. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I tried to get it. I can't get it. You can't get it in Australia. If you can get it, get that. Send it to Get That.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
But,
Cab, just send Get That a box
yeah.
of stuff. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm so stoked for my cab box.
Yep.
From thanks
should-
for sending that. Eh?
Speaking about Pal, I think the box is going to be on its way soon.
Yeah,
eh?
it
I'm
should
so
be.
stoked.
I'm
Can't
pretty
wait.
sure it
Thanks,
should be.
Kevin.
Yeah. Can't wait to
should be.
do lots of reviews and media using products.
But as I was saying, you need to listen to the Faction.
The Faction, yeah. We'll listen to them on the drive here, eh?
Yeah.
They're good. Real
The
good.
Faction. Steve Caballero's band. Oh well.
I like anything heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will enjoy any skateboarding video more. I'm more likely to enjoy it even more if it's someone I know. But when you've got some heavy music on it, I don't know. Personally, this is something we could, we're going to have a chat about this right now.
Define heavy.
So I
the people
feel
out there.
so downhill skateboarding, right? It's balls to the wall. It's scary. You know, you got to have something wrong with you if you want to do it. It's gnarly. You know, holding on to your board, doing big drifts at like 80k and whatnot. You got to, you know, that's some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So when I'm watching a skate video, I don't really want to hear these slow like love songs over it. When I say heavy,
But I kind of like that as well at the same time.
well,
But please
that's
continue.
on you. When I say heavy, I'm like, oh, you know, guitar, drums. I want to see someone yell. I want to hear someone yelling at me.
Go faster.
Yeah. If you watch Get That videos that I've put out before, you know, I always try and slip some, you know, some hardcore stuff in there.
Bit of turnstile.
Yeah, that's my
Love it.
thoughts though. Like if I'm gonna watch Zach Mills Goodwin macking down into a toe side, you know, with 100 trees beside him, I don't want to hear some love song over it, man. I want to hear some heavy stuff, bro.
But what does Zach Mills Goodwin want to hear?
Yeah, what do you want to hear, Zach?
We don't
What are your
care.
thoughts?
You like jazz?
I like a lot of different music.
Yeah.
But my favorite shit to watch, my favorite stuff to
To skate
watch.
videos, I mean.
To skate videos
Yeah.
is something new.
Yeah.
Something that's different. It really just gets the audience like way more
You mean like something you
involved.
haven't heard before?
Some kind of way of doing something differently than what other people are doing. Kevin's a Meyn, the way he soundtracks
Yeah,
all of his
dude.
stuff. Red
Yeah.
Dirt Media, if you've watched his videos, which
Yeah.
you should have if you're into like downhill skate.
Shout out to him,
Oh
man.
yeah. The way he soundtracks everything is very individual, and that
Yeah.
really makes him stand apart from everything else.
Yeah.
You know?
So touching on what you just said, it's like
yeah.
you go.
I was just gonna say aggressive, hard, loud, hardcore music.
Yeah.
That's a Jack Meyn thing, dude. Like,
I feel like there's a place for all sorts of things. Like I just wrapped up a video from a trip I went on with my younger brother, right?
Yeah.
And we went to Hawaii. I took him there when he turned 18. And like when he finished high school, and it took a long time for me to get the video done because I had to use I wanted to use music in it that I don't necessarily listen to all the time. And I used some songs by a band named Slightly Stupid. And they're like this, I think they're from somewhere in California. They've got a massive fan base in Hawaii. It's just like real chilled out, you know, kind of reggae type music. Put a bit of heavy stuff in there sometimes. And it's like, yeah, it is good to find new music. That's a lot of times I am finding new music is through skate videos.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes if you're going to put out a gnarly video, you need a gnarly soundtrack. And it doesn't always have to be heavy.
The way I found music was through surf videos when I was younger. Like the way you've found me and
on
it's
the
the way to
topic
find.
of like soundtracks and everything, the
Yeah.
Prison video that came out that you just mentioned, that such a sick soundtrack.
Yeah,
It's
man.
really, really
Yeah.
good music, and
Yeah.
the editing to it is impeccable as usual for
Yeah.
like Prison.
Yeah.
It is sick.
Fits that style, yeah.
Crazy different one. I don't know if anyone's seen the recent like BSGC video by George.
Yeah.
It has Minecraft music to some skateboarding. Wild.
They're changing the game, these young
Concepts,
fellas.
man. It's, insane.
So who runs
BSGC
Yeah?
is Jordan Hunt.
what's BS?
BS?
Yeah. Board
bullshit.
skating go I don't know.
I honestly can't remember. Yeah.
Bong Squad Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Whatever they are. I know. The fellas in the video are wearing Get That.
Makes sense.
Yeah. They're wearing Get That in some of the videos and they're going hard and they look like they're having a fun time. So
But I'd love to know what it actually stands for, so
Yeah.
please let us know.
let us know. But yeah, I love seeing new stuff come out because we've had a pretty quiet year, 2020.
Yeah, it's been.
We were,
really
as
fun.
Aussies, we were lucky to fit Yarra in.
But we
Oh,
only
mate, they fit
just-
kikes in as well.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's sleeping on that. Like, kikes still happened.
Yeah.
With COVID cracking, dude, I want that New Zealand, Australia travel bubble.
Mate, you're telling Zach, hey?
Bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's looking like it should be in February to March. So we haven't got long to wait. so
That
there's
should
a
be
bunch
about
of
the time you
bubbles.
get to go home.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Conveniently.
So we book in New Zealand or what?
Oh, Zach's not coming. We'll go.
Who have you boys been keeping in touch with from overseas? Like, what's going on outside of our COVID realm?
Mate, as far as I'm concerned, like from what I've been seeing from overseas, I'm just like, mate, I'm so glad I live in Australia, eh?
Yeah. Flex.
Frothing.
Yeah.
Frothing that like we've dealt with it and that we live in an island.
I
so
mean, we
far
could
away
do
from
better.
everyone.
We could do better.
I mean, we could always do better.
Totally.
You know?
But we've done pretty good compared to other countries.
I mean, considering our population size and where we are in the world,
Yeah.
it does play into our favor. But like, I'm pretty stoked we live here.
I just want
in
everyone to be
consideration,
safe,
like,
man. And
America's
healthy.
going through some heavy stuff right
Yeah.
now. Like, shout out to
bro.
all the American homies that are feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, like I've seen some talk about like skating at the moment in like Southern California. Like the hospitals are so full that
Was that who put that up? Was it Kevin? Or?
it was Max Dubler. Yeah.
Dubler. Yeah, I mean, imagine having 0 available space in an ICU unit.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you're from
gnarly, bro.
from Southern California, you didn't see that post.
Please don't crash.
Please, it was basically saying that
getting in.
the hospitals in Southern California are full to the brim. They're overflowing. Like there's no more available beds for anybody. So when it comes to a dangerous thing like downhill skateboarding, and I know we all love it, it's just time to just lay low for a bit. Maybe work on that edit that you haven't put out, or
do some straight road free riding, please. Just do something where you're not going to get like completely bricked, you know.
because if you get yourself in that sort of trouble, there's nowhere for you. There's nowhere
fly on
for
the
you at the
scene.
hospitals.
Get out.
Left the window open.
Uh-oh.
It's nighttime. What else? You been keeping in touch with anyone?
So I recently spoke to my friend Nico Goldman,
Yep.
homie out in Zurich, Switzerland.
Das Benza represent.
Yeah,
Yep.
me and Harry have some deep ties with the Swiss crew, and yeah, they're doing it a bit tough at the moment as well. They're on
Yeah.
lockdown, and yeah, it's
But did you see they had their first night?
they just our friends constructed this little it's like a portable ski lodge that just rolls up into like the mountains, and they've just been out skiing.
It's like a trailer or something
Yeah.
that they bring around, and they live in this massive, like, what would you control it? Like a shipping
Yeah,
container?
like a miniature like ski lodge. They've got
Yeah.
like bunk beds. It's all heat insulated.
They spent
There's a
all summer
cooking
working on
area.
this thing where they can park in a ski lot car park, like a ski field car park, and
I
then
don't understand. Like,
I'm tripping.
So it's
Okay.
like a caravan
Yeah.
for the ski fields
Yeah.
with a bunch of bunk
what
beds,
what tows it?
a car. Yeah,
But-
crazy concept.
But the idea is that they build this thing. It's like the last part of like a massive truck that you would tow, maybe like a shipping container, right?
Yeah.
And they've renoed it all summer long.
Is there a photo we can put up here?
Definitely.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
help you with photos. Yeah.
So look here.
So look right there.
Yeah.
So they spent all summer renovating this thing
Yeah.
where they can all live in and ski bum in the car park of the ski field
Yeah.
and just snowboard every day
Yeah.
and live in the car park in this mobile ski lodge.
Yeah, right.
Amazing.
Dude,
How do they make money?
I don't think they do.
how did downhill skaters make money?
It's a very good question.
Speak on the topic of snow. Oh, I'm gonna get his name wrong. Harrison.
Oh yeah,
Ford?
this dude.
What's his
Definitely
name?
I think, I'm
Harrison
pretty
Ford,
sure
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not Harrison
Yeah,
Ford.
he's good. His
not
movies are
His name
good.
is Harrison.
Yeah, he's a
Harrison
really
Bell.
good actor.
Oh
yeah.
no! I said actor's name, mate. No,
Harrison Bell, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Harrison Bell.
So Harrison Bell is a downhill skater. I don't know where he's from.
Yeah,
I'm double checking.
Somewhere
now.
snowy.
just making. Some
Oh, what are you
Mate,
doing? You on your
crazy
phone?
He's tucking down ski
Bro.
mountains with a new old.
Oh,
The new oldest
dude,
helmet
yeah,
on,
I
bro.
saw
You
that.
seen that?
Yeah, I
I said,
saw
like-
that.
You know what was sick? He made a comparison video and he used a 360 video of Scoot. Where and get that, and he's put this video up comparing. It's like this. It's like the same thing, man.
And
That
he's
one
just
fella's on the
mimicking.
road and he's on the snow. So he's got a what do they call them? Snow skates, eh?
Yeah.
So can you just buy the bracket and put any board on?
I think he has some kind of part in like manufacturing them.
Okay.
But it's like a single ski, and then you can bolt on whatever deck you want onto the top.
Through your deck bolts.
Yeah, so it has like mounting options, and
Yeah.
then you just like chuck it on with like a deck.
Yeah, right.
And then foot stop, spikes, whatever you want.
Dude, his videos are so cool to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm
The biggest standees
yeah, man.
ever.
I've never snowboarded, man.
Mate,
You
I'm
have
also guilty.
Man, I
I've never
really?
done it.
Yeah, respect.
I'm qualified instructor, mate. You just say the word.
yeah, all right. This year,
Anytime, let's go. It's
yeah,
so fun.
dude,
It's
So
so
expensive.
good, man.
it's expensive,
Well,
eh?
I just go to the top of the hill and roll down. And
Yeah,
on my
we can
skateboard.
walk up if you want, brother.
I'm not.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you'll pay the
man.
$70 to take the lift. I
Right.
assure you.
Harrison-
It's cool in Australia because we don't get to walk up powder.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no, we
so
don't.
we
don't
can
get,
just-
we don't get powder anyway.
We can just waddle up a hill.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
Dude, Harrison Bell, keep pumping those videos out, man.
We love to see it.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm not huge on 360 like videos. I enjoy watching them. I love watching them, but like when it's just too much, it becomes too much. But Harrison Bell, I don't care what you film it on. JVC camcorder, man, like this fella over here. We just keep putting clips out because love to see it. Yeah. Tell us about this camera, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, so this camera, inspired by my friend Taylor Cook from Christchurch, New Zealand. He had like a camera similar to this and made a few very, very sick videos. One that you should definitely go and watch. It's called The Secret to Happiness.
Yeah.
It's a video he made with a camera similar to this one.
Yeah.
And I really loved the video.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm going to check out Facebook Marketplace and see if there's some cheap cameras rolling for, like some spare change sort of thing.
Yeah.
I picked this thing up for $40.
$40.
It
Takes an SD card.
Yeah.
takes an SD card, charges up, you can give it to anyone. Anyone knows how to like press the record button, and it's got a very easy zoom functionality.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Please see zoom functionality.
So yeah, it's sick to just take to a session, give to just some random person and get their perspective on like
B-roll.
what's going down,
Old school.
Yeah, because the lens on that is kind of like a first person type like perspective all the time.
Yeah, it's got some very crazy zoom functionality. But I've been making a few videos with it, which have been pretty fun. Yeah. It's just really cool because, it just has like a really good way of capturing the whole moments that's happening and the memories for like the future, That's what cameras are about, just like.
Man, I love cameras, man. I got this new camera, Sony A7C, man, and it's just like you can just keep whatever moment. Like you could, I said this to Linus before, man, you can explain how a camera works to me 1,000,000 times, still doesn't make sense. Oh, the light comes in. It doesn't make sense, man. I could look, man, my phone, smile. I'll put that up. But how do cameras work, man? I don't care. It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, we can go into details, but
but
probably don't have time for that.
Yeah, don't have time for it.
Do you know what a shit time I had?
All right, dropping bombs.
Let's go.
Let's go, Duddy.
Jamie Gwillem.
Yeah. Shout out to Monkey Pig.
Yeah, Monkey Pig.
It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. To
posted this thing, said, Star Wars Holidays Special changed my life, and I wrote to him, holiday special ? What the hell's that?
Yeah.
No, just watch it on YouTube. So I watched this thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so apparently Chewbacca goes back to his family. And the whole movie is just the sun's just flying this airplane.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah. So Jamie Gwillem, you like kind of wasted like I reckon half an hour. I gave it half an hour. I thought people were going to talk, but no, it was just Chewbacca's talking to each other, smacking each other around the head. Yeah. But it was a good time.
Wicked.
It happened.
I'm going to go for the first ever piss break on the Get That Skip
No
podcast.
way.
No, you can't do it.
It's actually happening.
Really?
Yeah,
This
right.
is the first one.
If you're watching, say goodbye.
Ready?
This has been the
This has never happened before.
this has been the loosest podcast we've had.
Yeah,
like,
this
just
is definitely.
we don't
this is
know
definitely the
what's
drunkest
going
I've ever
on.
been on the podcast.
Can you
Ready?
bring a bucket? I need to go too.
Mate,
Don't fall in. Oi, we'll wrap it up.
go.
We're at 50 minutes. We'll wrap it up in like 3 minutes. Let's answer some questions, then you can go and do your thing.
Wait, we could like just hold it, and then you guys can go, and then you can come back, and then we can keep going.
Yeah, do you want me to hold it?
Oh, if you hold me, I'll hold you.
Yeah. Sweet, we go to the toilet together.
I don't know what's
All
happening.
right.
No. Oh, wait, we stopping.
That's all good.
No, that's not. We are back from the first ever toilet break on the Get That Skate podcast.
If you're still watching,
If you're still here,
thanks. We might lose some some YouTube subscriptions, but nah, it's all good. We've been going for a while. It's good to just sit down and chat, but we should rip into some of those questions that we got sent in.
Please.
On the Instagram.
Instagram.
If you're listening,
Question time.
from time to time we'll put up, or whoever's going to be on the show will put something on their story, on the Get That story. Oh, what do you want to ask us? So we got some questions sent in. So do you want to kick it off?
I don't know. What questions we got?
We're not prepared for the questions right now.
All right, I'll start.
I don't have my phone. Sorry. You got one?
We could.
How sick is Danny Kim? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell us about Danny
sickest
Kim.
lad. The sand dragon.
All I got is one word.
Was that a word?
Yeah, that was a word.
Oh, right,
Yeah, moving on. What else you got?
Jazz sent in.
Shout outs to Nick Rayner.
Jazz sent in. Shout out to Jazz, Australia's best female downhill skateboarder, man. Shout out to Jazz.
She's so good.
What scares you? We're talking skating.
Skate. Oh.
Like, you boys have been so quick. I've seen you boys do drifts at insane speeds, but what's one thing that scares you? Going a certain speed, pavement, heights, doing a particular kind of drift? What scares you?
Getting like so bricked that I can't do this anymore. Yeah, that's definitely.
That's definitely a fear, but it's not something that I think about. I just kind of deal with it when it happens.
It pops into my head a fair bit. Eh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Sliding.
Yeah.
Just in general?
Really quick toe side scare me. Just because when I was in Europe,
You mean like stand up or hands down?
Hands
or just
down.
Yeah.
they just didn't work a few times over in Europe.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely had that in the past. What scares me?
I think like pushing your limits is definitely scary, but
You kind of need to do it.
the most
Eh?
satisfying.
that
to
doesn't
be able to
scare
get
me.
through it, eh?
Pushing the limits, it's not a point of being scared. It's I thoroughly enjoy pushing the limits where you know
Beyond.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand that.
But when it comes down to sliding and shit, I can't do that.
What do you mean? I've seen you do it all day today.
Yeah, but
I've seen you do it, but we need to skate more. We're not skating every day like these boys.
I can't slide and get back up. I'm getting a bit old.
Just do what Zach told you.
Yeah.
Put the beers on the bottom
Yeah,
shelf
yeah,
and just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
to bend your knees and
Yeah,
you'll be
I
fine.
should do
mate.
that.
Come up,
Yeah.
bottom
Yeah.
shelf, another one.
Not your back, bend your knees.
I only work out at the
Just
pub.
You only do arms. You
Yeah,
skip
yeah,
leg
yeah,
day.
yeah.
These ones.
Yeah, I've skipped leg day for like 1,000
Well,
years.
that's where you're going wrong, mate.
Zach, you got a question sent in?
Yeah, I did. I got this from Joris Zimmerman.
Yep.
What companies should do to support the community more?
If you want my honest, and I know I talk some smack on this podcast,
Just a little bit.
but
Dosas.
I've had this thing, and it's a reason why I started to get that podcast. And rightfully so, when a company sponsors a rider, it's always, those people from the same crew. But I feel like there's a lot of overlooked skateboarders in Australia, downhill skateboarders, that deserve, and I don't, we're in 2020. I'm not talking flights,
No,
this
we're
or
not.
that. But there's some companies.
21, baby.
2021.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's some companies that could have representation over here of people who aren't, in those major crews. Like there's some really good skateboarders elsewhere. And that's why I want to build this Get That podcast, build the platform up. So if you're a company and you're looking for someone, not even as a full-time rider, just to get your product out here under the feet of some skaters, man, send it over and I can, unbiased, I'll choose, I got my eye on the scene over here and I got help from other people who have their eye on the scene of who's killing it. We can get you sorted. That's why I feel like companies need to, I'm not talking about full-on riders and pro models and this and that, but there's people in New Zealand who go hard in the paint, man. But their crew might not be the ones with a camera on them all the time, but they can still, get out there and get some media going. I feel like companies, they need to have maybe, how can I word it? Kind of like 2 tiers of sponsorship, like your pro riders, and then those like not AM.
Teams.
Yeah, like bring flow teams back because it's not something you see. Have those riders that are just like, you know, you're just having a good time, man. So have a good time on our products. That's what I think. What do you think?
I'm down with that.
My like biggest thing is definitely scene support.
Yeah.
You know, like, and doing that through supporting events.
Yeah.
You know, encouraging people maybe to try and get more events happening. So then there's more involvement from the, like, you know, ground up, because that's where we're at the moment. You know, we're trying to like bring people who are getting into the sport to like be a bigger part of the community.
Yeah.
And that's only just going to continue to build and make a better place for like longboarding in general, like across the world. So
that's it.
Yeah, we can only do what we can do. Like
That's
us in Australia,
100%.
we don't get everything that everyone else gets.
We don't.
Don't have to tell me, mate.
Yeah.
Man,
Apparently.
I think if you're a small company, especially, like if you just do everything you can do to help your local scene and the scene in general, whether like by any means, just do your best, because like it's not easy out there right now.
Yeah.
Like pro riders ain't even getting much.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So like saying like, oh, having a flow team, like it sounds great, and I 100% agree with you, but it's also not so feasible.
Yeah, it's hard when you really think about it. Like, I know I was a one set, but it's hard, man.
Yeah.
Even with Get That, just to
dude.
give a few shirts out, then I'm like, how am I going to get the next lot?
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. So as long as you're doing everything in your power, like properly, like honestly,
yeah,
man, I can't ask for more than that.
That's it. I had a question. Tom de Villiers. He said, who's the fastest person you've raced against?
Well, I mean, the beautiful thing about our sport and racing is that different people are fast everywhere.
Yeah.
But there's a few people that stand out.
Who? Just give us 2 or 3.
Okay, so things that stand out in my mind is that there's a particular sound that people have. You don't have to see.
Yeah.
In skateboarding, a lot of the time you can hear.
Yeah.
Especially when people are behind you. There's a sound that people make when they skate.
That's magical.
And there's no sound I've ever heard that like stays in my mind like the sound that Brendan Bass makes.
I was going to say Bassy, man. Yeah.
There's nothing compares to the sound that, like, it's so recognizable.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying.
Yeah. You're not the first person to say that.
Yeah, no, and I won't be the last either.
Like, get the hell out of my way.
Yeah, dude, you can hear it coming.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. So Bassy definitely, like, he makes a certain sound. Fastest other people. Just off the top of my head.
Just throw the names out.
Dane. Danger Dane.
Yep.
Like, yeah. I really like skating with Dane.
Yeah.
He's, like, super alert,
Canadian.
switched on.
Yep.
He's also a big advocate for communication while we're skating.
Yep.
So he likes to shout while we're skating, like I always do as well.
Yep.
So instead
what are your thoughts on the clapping thing?
Single clap.
I'd rather someone yell out.
Yeah. So
you could be in the zone and not
for
be
example,
able to.
right, you're skating a slow hill where aerodynamics is everything. So you think about a moon rock, a merry hill, something slow like that. So if I took my hands up from behind my back to clap, I'm losing seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So instead, we're just shouting.
Yeah.
So especially at like slower tracks, that's become pretty prevalent, and I really like Dane skating like that as well. Yeah. And he's just so fast. Yeah. So fast. Quick. But yeah, like he would always, like, if he's gonna pass you, Dane will shout and be like, on your right, on your left, you know, or coming in, or something like that. Yeah. Off the top of my head, those two guys. Yeah. As well.
Any other questions? Would you have come through, Has?
Oh, I got nothing.
What have you done to make up for the lack of IDF? Sent in by APR Sesh, which is I can't speak French that well. La après session, and it's another.
I know what that is.
It's another it's another downhill skateboarding podcast.
Is it?
So yeah, so if you're French speaking, you can understand French. I'll put a thing up here. Then they reached out to me, you know, we were talking podcasts for a bit, and it's like, shout out to those words, and I know it's in French, we speak English, but those French fellas over there, they need to listen to something that they can understand completely. They
have the scene, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The exclusive French free rides that we're not invited to. Woo! Man.
I've been.
You've been, right?
Yeah.
You've been,
yeah. Amazing.
Oh, another one in isolation.
Yeah. So you have a question, Zach?
I got one more, I think. This is from Tom Borman.
Yep.
Harry could probably help me out with this. Maybe you too, Duddy. The correlation between surfing, skateboarding, and longboarding. Like, what is it? I would say like they're all like kind of fitting into each other.
Yeah.
And
some make you better at others, and others don't help you with anything.
Surfing. If you surf a lot, and then go back to downhill, that's kind of stuffs you up in a bit.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because you surf on your back foot.
Do you?
Well, I do.
Mate, I'm the grommet surfer here, so I'm hearing it from you.
You try to use that's where your power is.
Definitely. Where you throw the fins from.
The technique is definitely very different from like doing both.
Oh, all three.
All three, for sure.
The technique, the weight distribution is all different. 100%.
Every single one, it's completely different.
I think the more like, you do all of it and get the full like body to mind connection.
Because it's all boards, right?
Yeah.
It's all boards.
But you would work it out quite quickly.
Yeah. So what I thought was interesting is that all the best surfers in the world now are skating transition.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that because they don't know a lot about downhill? Are they thinking, skating might help me, I'm going to go straight to transition? Because I'd like to see more of those. Kelly Slater used to have his name on a Flex Decks and an Arbor, and I understand it. It's good to have those partnerships, promoting surf and skating. Yeah. But I want to see more of these pro surfers. I'm not asking them to go 110k at Passive Vulcan, man. I'm just saying, like, grab a board, try to go real quick.
Yeah, I mean, but probably if I was a pro surfer on the CT, I'd look at what we do and be like,
you grab a board.
Nah. Just like when I see like
you grab a board and just drop into a 40-foot wave.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. Like I look at Kai Lenny spinning back threes at Jaws, and we're like,
dude, I'm just gonna say one name, Kawhi Marks.
There you go.
He surfs, and I'll be like, you're a good surfer, right? And he'll be like, oh, dude, like he is a good surfer, right?
But he also lives in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So he'd probably consider himself to be not that great.
Yeah.
When to us, he'd be like the best thing since sliced bread.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm just going to put it out there. A lot of the places that have extremely good surf culture breed a lot of very good downhill skateboarders.
Yeah.
Brazil, California, East Coast of Australia.
Yeah.
Even the West Coast of Australia.
Yeah.
Coast of Australia.
Coast.
Lots of other places.
South of France.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah.
Balls.
If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be? It's like a real broad one that can be like thrown into any. We should do this about. We should do this about each other. Like I should describe you in 3 words. You should describe.
Let's all do the person to our right.
All right.
Oh God.
All right. Okay. You start.
Can I do Zach?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He doesn't. That's exactly right. He doesn't know.
I got 3 for Duddy.
Yeah.
Right. Legend.
Yeah.
Doilo.
OG.
Yeah.
Right.
3 words.
3 words.
You can't say the Meyn either.
The Meyn.
Yeah, fancy pants. You're the Meyn. Yeah.
3 words, mate.
Come on, Daddy.
Sorted.
Uh-huh.
Sorted. kind of sorted.
So you said the three. Okay, never mind.
No. I just said it 3 times. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say because he doesn't.
You really got us with this question.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jazz.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't. I can't hassle him because he doesn't drink or do anything. Doesn't.
Pretty boring.
What would you say?
Inspirational.
Inspiration. Oh yeah, but also I'm trying to think of a word. What's Can I use 2? Forward thinking.
Oh, and boring.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Ambitious. That's where you go.
That was a weird thing to sit through, eh? Yeah. Oh, for Haz, I'd go.
This is gonna be weird.
Vomit.
Yep.
Fast.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, teacher. Come on, yeah, the Meyn.
Yeah, the Meyn.
This is tricky, eh?
Yeah, Jazz, what the hell?
Vomit, fast. This is all one word, ready? Still doesn't have a set of his own pro model wheels under his board. That's my 3 words. I feel like...
How many letters did that last word have?
Don't ask. It's not like I'm a teacher or anything. But boys, I just want to say it's been good to finally rip into another podcast. If anyone's actually still listening,
yeah.
like if you just signed off halfway through and you're watching this 6 months later because you have nothing to do, I understand.
Yeah. Oh, we're back in lockdown.
Yeah. But as we mentioned earlier, all those nice comments.
Yo, like we
the support is truly insane.
Eternally thankful. Like,
yep.
For some, like it's still crazy to me that someone. Please, go ahead. It's still crazy to me that people take the time to like sit down and listen to us talk
smack, man.
And actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
As well at the same time. So thank you for those people out there who keep listening. We hope that you continue to keep listening. And get that.
Yeah. www.getthatskate.com. Support us if you'd like to. If not, just click like or comment on this video. Doesn't matter.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't.
Or don't. Whatever.
Nah, do it. Do it.
Bad publicity is good publicity.
Cheers, boys, for jumping on.
Yep.
Coming up and down and all around and jumping on the podcast.
Yep.
It's been good.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Zach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for everyone.
Thanks for getting stuck.
All right, let's put Duddy to bed now.
Yeah.